Garden lovers and landscapers around the country are in for a green time rather, as today we celebrate the annual Garden Day movement. Now in its third year, participants are encouraged to take part by wearing flower crowns, cooking and enjoying meals made with ingredients from their gardens. Now, in appreciation of the 2018 edition of the day, we are now joined in studio by landscape designer and founder of Organic Kitchen Gardens, and her name is Joy Phala. Joy, it's so great to have you. You look stunning with the flowers on your head.
Thank you.
Talk to us about this Garden Day event that's taking place today and why you're such a big supporter of it.
You know, I work in an industry where my work is appreciated mainly because of the fact that it will increase the owner's property value when the time to sell comes. But in terms of gardening, the benefits can be enjoyed quite immediately. The physical benefits of gardening, of course, being in the garden and actually doing the work could cut down your gym bill by quite a bit, if I might say.
Which is good.
So that physical activity of being involved in the garden is important for our health, but it's also important for our mental health as well. It says that just the mere sight of plants has quite a profound effect on our psychological well-being. So it's not just about the fact that your property is going to be worth more, but it's also the benefits that you can enjoy right away. Yeah.
All right. I'm looking at that gorgeous flower crown.
Hello.
And I can't help but want one of my own. So I'm just going to ask Oscar, who's our floor manager today, to bring me one.
Awesome.
So I also look pretty like you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. Okay. Now, I understand that you are self-taught.
Yeah.
A self-taught gardener, so you didn't go to school for this, you didn't study plants. Where did that seed come from, and who planted that seed in you, and how did you develop it as you went along?
You know, as I was growing up, I grew up in the village. So gardening and growing food and growing plants is really a big part of your life. Having said that, I did then develop this passion into a business. So I actually had to go and study landscape design. So at a later stage, I had to study what design is and how do you use plants to curate outdoor spaces. So that passion is from my upbringing. It's from seeing my mom, it's from seeing my aunt do gardening. It's from that kind of life where every day it's either you are going to work in the garden, you're going to harvest something from the garden, you're going to be eating something from the garden, you're going to be sharing something from the garden with the community. So that life, that is what I grew up with, and that's where the seed came from. And I mean, at the time, it's not like something I looked forward to doing. It was more of a chore, and if I could get out of it, I would, but
it grew on you.
It grew on me. It's that thing that, you know, teach a child the way they should go, and when they're older, they will not depart from what you've taught them. So that's why I'm here.
Now, today we actually asked our guests to send us some tweets to let us know what they think about Garden Day and how they'll be celebrating, what they'll be doing today. So we've got a couple of those responses. Someone just sent us a picture of their vegetable garden. Says my garden, and that's from Sandiso Quinana. He says, I have a small garden that helps me with ishabo when there is no meat. Thank God, he says.
That's a beautiful.
The next one says, I think we should care for our gardens as we care for our houses to be clean. And that's from Naomi in Mohlakeng, Randfontein. All right, there's another picture of a garden, and that's from Niftel Matye in Cosmo City, Joburg. The next one says, a garden is a blessing at fresh food, example, vegetables, and a healthy life. And that's from VR Mkachwa. All right, we've got to the last one coming up. Oh, a selfie. And that's from Patinko saying, I love my garden. So any ideas for people on how they can celebrate Garden Day?
You know, I mean, when you look at those pictures, these are not big gardens. These are very small gardens, and I love the fact that these guys are taking advantage of where they are. They're not looking for something grand and something big. So the best way to celebrate is with the garden that you have, and also to invite people into your garden. If you are one of those people that don't have a garden, or maybe you have what we call brown fingers, which is really not, but it's You know, everything you plant dies. You can go on to our website where we've got gardening courses, and you can learn about how to start your own garden. But the thing to
and
do...
what's the secret, though, to having that beautiful, blooming, bright garden, even though perhaps you have brown fingers and not like green fingers?
It's not brown fingers, and there's no green fingers per se. It's really knowledge. Once you know what to do, and once you know how whatever you're trying to grow will react to what you're doing, then you are able to make the right decisions about where that plant is going to grow, what kind of nutrition that plant is going to need, what kind of maintenance, day-to-day maintenance that plant is going to require.
So it's really just about a bit of self-education.
It really is self-education. So,
All
yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Okay. Joy, thank you so much. You've just brightened up my morning. Happy Garden Day.
Happy Garden Day.
I hope we'll be sipping tea later at your place.
Yes, please.
Awesome.
There's yogurt cake waiting.
Oh, lovely stuff. I just love it. That's landscape designer and founder of Organic Kitchen Gardens, Joy Phala, speaking to us about her participation in this year's installment of the Garden Day National Movement. And of course, she's invited us for tea in her pretty garden later on. Time for us to take a quick break. Do stay with us.